welcome back.
Welcome back.
So I did this set of killing myself. Hello, happy Monday, people.
Happy Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I guess.
Happy
I don't
Monday.
know who all listens on Mondays. But yeah, hello. Thanks for listening.
Hey.
It's the week of January
7th.
8th, 2023.
Fuck.
How are you feeling?
Dude, I am barely awake.
Yeah.
We did our first show last night.
Yeah.
So
It's good, huh? It was fun.
It was very
Shout
fun.
out Toodles and French and all the comics who came out and did the show. And
Yeah, fuck yeah. And it went off. No hitches, really.
Mm-hmm.
The only hitches were like nothing. I
Getting
can't even.
egged afterwards?
Yeah, dude. That was wild. I can't believe that happened still.
Yeah, there's a
in
drive-by
shock.
egging right after the show. We don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Or if it was directed at us or if it was directed at
The restaurant.
Toodles and French.
Yeah.
They might have enemies. I don't know.
Dude, one of us has definitely got enemies. Either the restaurant or you or me
Or someone on
one
the
of
show.
the comics.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. It was
I like
wild.
eggs. I enjoyed it.
Well, they didn't hit you.
They did. I got one on my leg.
You got a little on
Yeah.
your leg?
I don't know if
Damn.
we should talk about this. But, like, it did happen. It's
Yeah.
freaking crazy.
It was wild. And, whoever threw that egg, we're going to find you.
Yeah.
But you know who doesn't throw eggs?
Who?
Our guest today.
Yes. Okay. Our guest.
Your guest.
Will you be our guest? Yeah. Ryan Peterson.
Ryan Peterson.
Dude, Ryan's great, isn't he?
He is great. I love his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yep.
His hair is so majestic.
Yes. His Instagram is Mayan Ryan. He's not actually Mayan or a pro surfer, so he lies on Instagram. Who doesn't?
Is Mayan like a...
I think it's like an old race. You know, like the Mayan calendar in 2012?
Yes.
The world ending?
Yes.
Something about pyramids.
Okay.
But he's not Mayan. He's
He just likes Mayan rhyme. He likes
What
rhyming.
what is he actually? He's Scottish.
He's Scottish, like William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Do you guys know
Freedom!
who William...
You don't know. You never saw Braveheart.
No, I don't. But
yeah.
I mean, I'll take this piece of paper's word for it.
I think he is like William Wallace.
Yeah.
He's a noble guy fighting for freedom. He's a man. Dude,
He is a freedom fighter.
If you saw Braveheart, you would be sexually attracted to William Wallace. Mel
Okay.
Gibson.
Okay.
I think.
We'll see. I mean, I'll
Sorry,
watch the movie
don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but.
and decide if I would fuck Braveheart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How old is Ryan?
27 years young.
That's so young.
Yep. And he's from Connecticut, part of the Connecticut crew. And he's a guy Alex Tomaselli is mean to for no reason.
He is. Yeah. Yeah, Alex, what's that about? You
But-
only mean to your friends?
Yeah. No, we love Alex too. But Ryan roasts Alex a little bit in this episode. And when this was recorded, it was right before the Grove 34 roast battle where Ryan roasted Alex.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Alex got the last laugh because Alex won that roast. So,
Oh.
excuse me, no. I'm
No,
sorry.
I was about to say,
Sorry.
I heard Ryan won.
Ryan won.
Yeah.
Ryan won. I'm an idiot.
Damn,
Yes.
look at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Alex Tomaselli sympathizer.
I am. I love Alex Tomaselli. I'll simp out for him.
Yeah.
Sympathize.
You'll lie?
I'll lie.
You'll lie for him?
What do you mean? Oh, because I said he
Yeah.
actually won. No,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to lie. I just am bad at names and reading.
Yeah. Who's not a little illiterate these days, you know?
Mm-hmm. So also, like both of us, Ryan is addicted to vapes.
Hell yes.
And do you know where he hides his vapes?
I think he hides them in his gooch,
That's what he says.
which is
like this. Like you
I know what the gooch is the part in between the butthole
Yeah.
and the balls.
right. And it makes you feel very safe. Like you got it.
Yeah.
Like it's even better than a pocket, I think. Because like it could fall out of your pocket. But if it's right there, you can kind of feel it.
It is a good place to put your vape if you don't want anyone else to hit your vape.
Right? I asked him that too. I was like, "Do you share it after?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." But I don't know if everybody knows that. So FYI.
Disgusting. Oh my god.
Um,
Let's see.
we talked about the white rabbit.
You talked about the white rabbit. That's crazy.
That's the thing in our apartment.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on the white rabbit?
I think I think it's dead. I think the white rabbit died. There were missing posters, and then the posters got ripped down.
Yeah.
So either they found the rabbit, or the rabbit is living a better life.
I think he's probably dead. Unfortunately, there was a rabbit that ran around our complex, and it was kind of nice. Like
it was cute. It was just
just a big, plump, cute, people-friendly.
Yeah.
But he looked mighty tasty too. So he looked like an
owl. Maybe one of the tenants cooked him up.
So what else did we talk about on this episode?
On this episode, you guys talked about the Matrix, Andrew Tate, and the Red Pill community. Surprise, surprise there. Surprise, surprise. They started talking about that. They also,
he doesn't like Andrew Tate. I don't want to say that. He doesn't like Andrew Tate.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is the intro.
Right.
You guys are just getting a little taste of what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So you can decide for yourself if he does or does not enjoy Andrew Tate's philosophies and the such.
Ryan's also single. We talk about his dating life. Would you date Ryan?
Nope. Only if he gave me a spot.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, Ryan, produce a show and you can date Alexis. JK.
No, Ryan is
JK.
Ryan is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I really like this story because I thought it was really interesting. He has a scar on his head.
Yes, we've talked about this too.
You've talked about it with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that it's like a physical scar of an emotional scar from being bullied, because most of the time you can't see those emotional scars.
That's a good point, because it was a middle school thing and he got tripped by a guy and his hands were restrained, so he fell and just hit his head.
Yeah.
So that's bullying.
Yeah, dude. Bullying hurts.
Mm-hmm. And it was bad. He fractured his skull. He had blood in his brain. He had to have a surgery, an epidural hematoma, and he has a metal plate in his skull now.
Dude.
So he's basically, what a tough guy.
My family always says a hard head will make a soft ass, and Ryan's got the softest ass.
What does that mean?
I've ever seen.
What is that?
It's a saying.
A hard head makes a soft ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Ryan's got a hard head and a hard ass.
Yeah,
he's
and
cool.
a great ass.
And he has cake.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call ass.
Oh, cake.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, Ryan's great.
Yeah.
Follow him.
You guys
watch
should
the episode. Enjoy.
Yeah,
it's a
you
long
guys
one,
gotta
but I hope you
check
enjoy
him
your
out.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it for the intro. We don't have any. Did you have any shows you want to promote?
Nope.
Okay. Check in later on more details of shows.
Yeah, we're gonna have shows.
And if you're in South Carolina, keep following Greenville SC Comedy on Instagram. Support the scene down there. You guys are great. If you're still listening, I love you. Keep listening. We got
I wonder
more
who runs
comics,
that
more interviews
account.
coming. Yeah, who runs that account?
Who
is
runs
the
that
mystery
account?
Greenville SC
Yeah.
Comedy Instagram? Out yourself.
Yeah, let's
Bay
start.
Bear, if you know,
Let's
'cause I
start
know
a
you're watching.
conspiracy.
If you know, tell us.
All right.
It's a good thing.
I love. I'm just gonna say a couple people I love. I love a man. No, I'm just kidding. I love everyone
Equally.
equally.
Yep. All right, guys.
Watch the episode.
Yep. Thanks. Hope you enjoy. Have a great week.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't do the sound check, but welcome back. Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Ryan Peterson.
There's like
Just pick the lint off that mic there.
Why is it blue?
What the? Oh, I know why it's blue. It's because I have this this wig here.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what it says? It's thing 1
Can I put it on?
or thing 2. You can put it on if you want.
Is this going to be bad for like continuity if I take it off?
Continuity? I don't know what you think this is, man, but
Hey, guys.
all right, I'm going to set your levels while we're talking.
Yeah, sorry.
Just keep.
I have a bad habit of talking really close to the microphone.
No, it's good. It's good. It's perfect. Welcome to the apartment, Ryan. How you doing, dude?
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No
David.
problem, man. You got to see the rabbit outside. You want to tell the folks at home about the rabbit? I haven't talked about the rabbit yet.
Yeah, there's a mystical rabbit walking around in the courtyard out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walked right up to me. He was super friendly. And then some other guy came in like 2 seconds later, and I was like, is this somebody's rabbit?
Yeah.
And he kind of reacted the same way as me. He like kind of looked around and was like,
The
"What?"
rabbit looked around?
No, like the guy was
guy.
like, he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do either, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, dude, that rabbit is definitely a welcome addition. We have in our there's like all the units face inward and it's a courtyard, and I think he is safe from predators. But it's this little white rabbit, looks like a snow bunny kind of thing, and it's like a pet one. Doesn't look like a wild one, and yeah, you can't really pet him. I've come close, but
Yeah, he'll come up to you, but he won't let you touch him.
Yeah,
He definitely reacted when I touched his back.
did he?
Yeah, a little bit. He seemed a little apprehensive.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. He's like a little mystical creature, you know? The white rabbit, that's got to be...
Any animal makes me feel good in the city because the humans fucking don't. So anytime I get a little dog interaction, little rabbit interaction, it's nice.
True. My roommate is a dog walker, though, so there's just like huge fucking dogs in our tiny apartment all the time. So
wait, he brings them back? He brings the dogs in.
Well, yeah, he boards them, so
okay.
they're just hanging out there for like weeks at a time sometimes.
Okay, shit, that's crazy. How many dogs does he have?
I think at most there were like 5 dogs.
5 dogs
running
in your
around.
place?
Yeah, and like sometimes it's like a big ass husky. So
Oh, jeez.
that's what I don't get with the city is like, I don't know. If you're just like keeping your dog in like a tiny apartment all the time, I feel like that's
kind of an asshole move.
Yeah,
if I'm a dog,
like the dog wants to go run around. But
yeah, although it is like a big bonus to be a dog in New York City. I think in terms of the walks you get to go on, the smells, the sights, the sound. I mean, I the dogs I see are generally pretty happy, but
that's true. I just feel bad whenever we have a tiny dog or a huge dog hanging out in our tiny apartment. Like I'm like, oh, this guy wants to run around and jump.
Yeah.
But you know, that rabbit seems like it's got some freedom. So that's good.
Dude. Yeah, dude. It's a nice vibe.
It's not all gated off though, right? Like he could leave if he wanted to.
He could technically leave, but I've heard. I don't know if you know Sesh. Mm-hmm. She actually. This is how we discovered that she lives in the same complex. Not to out everybody's addresses, but. Ooh. She put on her story a picture of the rabbit, and I was like, she's got to live in the same. Like, it's a big kind of complex thing. But I was like, dude, I've seen that rabbit Sesh.
Dude, somebody needs to make that rabbit
rabbit
Instagram account.
Yeah. Dude, we should.
Yeah.
More content. Shameless content to make.
Does he have a name?
I don't know. We could name it. Try and, I don't know.
I feel like it's not my I don't live in the complex.
Place.
Yeah, I can't name the guy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Ryan Peterson. Mayan Ryan.
Hello.
On Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your Instagram named Mayan Ryan?
I don't know. I can't even remember why. I made my account in like probably like sophomore year of high school.
Like
whenever Instagram became a thing, I was there.
Okay.
And just I don't know. I didn't want to change it. Like my bio says pro surfer, which is not
a lie.
True. Yeah, total lie.
And you're not Mayan.
Yeah. So I'm just a liar.
What are you? Are you just white?
Just a white guy.
Just a white guy?
I'm Scottish.
Scottish. Yeah. You do have a Scottish vibe, I feel like.
Very pale.
Yeah. I've seen Braveheart.
Yeah.
You know? I could see you like in a kilt as fucking have you seen Braveheart?
No, I haven't. It's like 5 hours long, isn't it?
Yeah. Dude, it's a good You're young. You're young. Gen Z. You guys can't have that.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen that are like cultural touchstones or whatever. Like I've never seen any of the Back to the Future movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you there. I've seen them, but like,
so you learn so much about
Back
shit like secondhand that like you feel like you don't need to watch it.
Right,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Like if I hadn't seen The Matrix,
roads. You got the quotes. Like
yeah, I got all the references.
Were you gonna say The Matrix?
Yeah, like if I hadn't ever seen The Matrix, I feel like I wouldn't have needed to see it just because of like how much it affects it, you know, dodging the bullets and all that.
For sure.
I feel like I've seen it without seeing it.
Did you like The Matrix?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah?
I'm a Matrix guy.
Me too, dude. I like to like think The Matrix is like our real life.
You know what's interesting? I've been thinking about a lot lately. I feel like I'm not the first person to have this idea, but a lot of like right-leaning like Andrew Tate type dudes who are like talk about masculinity and stuff.
Yeah.
They always use the expression like red pilled, like they're giving you the truth, red pilled. Mm-hmm. Like you need to be a man. I'm gonna red pill you.
Yeah.
But The Matrix is directed by 2 transgender women, so it's like it's just irony.
It is irony.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. Were they really talking about I don't know, pickup lines and girls or? Yeah. trans
my
shit.
favorite Twitter interaction was when Elon Musk tweeted this was during the Trump presidency, I think. Elon Musk tweeted, "Take the red pill."
Yeah.
And then Ivanka Trump replied and said, "I just took it." And then Lana Wachowski, one of the directors of The Matrix, tweeted to both of them, "Fuck the both of you." It's just like poetic justice. You
I
know?
think it's
I love it.
probably a total misappropriation of the metaphor. I don't know. Like waking up to the way things really are.
Yeah.
But I do think the Matrix, I don't know, the waking up thing could be like not giving a fuck about stuff. That could be the red pill. I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe take the blue pill, you know? Maybe the blue pill is
The blue pill, yeah, what's the blue pill? The blue pill is staying at the cubicle and just being a robot and not doing anything fun.
Yeah.
So if the red pill's fun, you know.
Hey, what you don't know can't hurt you,
Right.
You know?
Right.
Just keep living your
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. That's a line in the movie. Yeah.
Did you see the new Matrix movie?
I did.
What'd you think?
It was fun, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't nearly as good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They did everything. They said all that needed to be said, I think, in the first. Yeah.
It was just
they
weird.
made the big.
It was so how they like recasted everybody and like
Yeah.
I liked what the movie was trying to say.
I kind of forgot what the point was, honestly. What was the movie trying to say?
The whole movie was like a really meta commentary on like what is the Matrix, especially with like what we just talked about. Like people try to project their own meaning onto the movie.
Yeah. Right.
But it's weird because like I think the whole idea is like there is no Matrix without Neo and Trinity. You know, they complete each other. You know, when they're together, it
gay.
Well, I mean, it's ironic because only one of the Wachowskis directed that movie, so it's like you can't make a good Matrix movie without the other.
Yeah,
it's kind of.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's how I
didn't realize
it.
only one of the sisters, whatever.
Yeah, I think the bigger one stepped out.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
It's all up to Lana now.
I mean. Yeah, pretty interesting story idea for the first one. But, yeah, the idea that you have to be with a woman to make the Matrix complete, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Being a single guy, I mean,
love is
you're
the
a single
answer.
guy. Do you feel like you need a woman to complete you, Ryan?
No. I don't know. Not yet. I mean,
not yet.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're on the dating market? Because how old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
So.
Okay. Oh shit! I thought you were younger than that.
No. Do I seem younger?
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Seem a little chipper.
Maybe it was somebody else who was at Thomaselli's house because that I was thinking of that said they were like 22 or something. You're 27.
That old fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, some of his references are just so like dated. By the way, I'm roasting him.
Yes.
In like an hour or two.
Tonight you're gonna be roasted. I'm so looking forward to watching you rip him a new asshole. It's gonna be good. No, it is good because
I know one
I
of his
bad
jokes and they're really good against me.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a real good zinger. I told him I'm gonna take it after the roast. I was like, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's a great thing about roast. You just take everything the other person says and add it to your act. It's not bad.
Where's my vape?
You need a vape?
No, I have
we
one.
We can pause and you can find it. This is a serious. Do you got it?
I'm gonna stand up. Oh my god. Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Everyone knows. Everyone who vapes has had this happen.
No, 100%.
Falls out of your lap.
No, that's worthy of like totally stopping and like not even.
The vape is always in the gooch.
Yeah.
Always.
You put the vape in your gooch?
I just feel like it finds its way there, you know? It's like a little.
What do you mean?
Like
in your pocket underneath or like
sort of tucked in, but because, you know, I hit it and then I put it down.
Oh, if you're sitting.
And then it rests in my gooch sometimes.
Right.
You know? Or like on my lap.
Yeah.
And then you get up and
do you share that with people?
My vape?
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
So as you know, I'm very broke. So like, I'll kind of burn the pod out because this is like refillable.
Yeah.
So I just like smoke it until like it literally like can't
so
be
you're,
hit
like,
anymore.
Char.
Yeah, I'm just so when someone asks to hit it, they'll hit it and be like, never mind.
Which is good because half the battle's like getting people to not bum your vape.
Yeah,
off
exactly.
You.
I don't have to share.
I mean, I don't care as much now. I don't know. I guess I don't get a lot of people asking to share, but back where, you know, yeah, people bumming it all the time. Dude, as soon as I hand it to somebody to bum them, I have anxiety.
Every
Do you
time
feel that? It's the nicotine addiction, I think. Like when they are holding it, I don't feel at ease because it's not in my possession.
Yeah,
like
true.
just having it on me.
Yeah, and then I'll like go to like grab it. Not that I care that they have it, but like I'll like reach for it and be like, "Oh yeah, they have it." And then they think that like I care that they have it, and I'm like, "No, I just
feel safe.
yeah, it's an anxiety thing, you know.
Yeah.
It protects me." The vape.
Dude, did I tell you I quit for like a month?
Recently?
I was gonna stop cold turkey. I had to because like the hair transplants I got, like they said, your blood flow is, you got to make sure you have blood flow, so you quit nicotine for a few weeks and then you could start again.
Doesn't nicotine, like cigarettes, make your hair thin? Right? I don't know
suppose.
about vape, but
Maybe it could be the same idea because it's a vasoconstrictor. I heard. So like your blood vessels get a little bit smaller, so blood flow's not as good, and you need blood flow to your hair to keep your hair
and your
falling
penis
out, and your penis, if you want a thick flowing mane of pubes, which I mean, it's you don't have to worry about any of this. Your hair is fucking thick as fuck.
For now, yeah. I have a scar on my head, so if like it's like right on my hairline, so
Dude,
if my hairline recedes at all, I'm fucked.
I didn't notice that before. I kind of can see a little bit of a
there's like it starts like here and then it goes down here. Like if my hair's short, it looks like a Nike swoosh.
Dude, where'd you get the scar from? That looks huge.
This kid tripped me in middle school, and
on purpose?
Kind of. Yeah, he tripped me, and he held my arms, so I went straight down, and I just fucking whacked my head super. It was like if you just dropped a bowling ball on the ground. Like I remember the sound. And then the nurse.
Shit! Wait, so he tripped you, and it had your hands restrained on your sides?
That's how I remember it. This was in like 7th grade, so it was so long ago. But yeah, I couldn't break my fall, so I just went straight down and whacked my head. And I went to the nurse, and she was like, I was bugging out, like it hurt so bad. And but there wasn't any blood or anything.
There wasn't?
Well, not on the outside. That's the thing. So the nurse was like, "Okay, you have a concussion." The school nurse. So my dad picked me up, and at the time he was working as a security guard at the hospital in the town I grew up. So he was like, "All right, we'll take you to the ER just in case."
Yeah.
Because he saw me freaking out.
Right.
And then I got to the ER, and they said the same thing. They were like, "Minor concussion, just go home, take it easy."
Yeah.
And then right before I left the hospital, I started puking. And they were like, "Okay, we'll give you a scan just in case, And then they found out that I had fractured my skull and I had blood in my brain.
Jesus.
So they rushed me to the children's hospital. And that is when I don't really remember anything. And then I woke up to a police detective in a trench coat and was like, "Oh my God."
Holy shit. So the guy who tripped you, was he in trouble and they were, because it was so...
Yeah.
The injury was so bad, this was a criminal thing?
Yeah, obviously he didn't mean to do that.
No, but fuck that guy. That's
yeah, it kind of became a whole thing, but I never saw any money out of it or anything. I think we tried to sue the school, and then
yeah,
and then yeah, I don't know. Nothing. There
So
was
what
no.
did they-
There was no.
So what did they have to do? Did they have to rush you to surgery and cut open your skull to relieve the pressure or get the blood to
Exactly.
remove the blood from the brain?
Epidural hematoma.
Whoo!
So they had to suck out all the blood, and now I got plates in my head, metal plates,
Holy shit!
holding me together.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude, that's a big freaking, that's a formative
I was on the news for it
injury. You're on the news?
because a couple of years later, because Liam Neeson's wife, Natasha Richardson, had the same head injury in a skiing accident, but she didn't think it was serious, she thought it was a concussion like everyone else did for me, but she probably died a really painful death that night. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because if you hadn't started puking,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have rushed you back, and then you would have just gone home and maybe died. Is that
Definitely. I definitely the neurosurgeon was he was like, "You would have died a very painful death if you didn't have surgery."
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
"Okay."
Dude, this is what I hate about the healthcare system. Because, like, you hear stuff like that all the time. Like, you have to, like, advocate for your own health with the hospital and, like, ask them to do shit because they won't just do shit because it's all about cost now.
And even you don't want to do that because you're like, this is going to be like, if I go check it out and it turns out to be nothing, then.
Sure, you don't want to pay all that extra. And also, you're not an expert necessarily. So, like, why would you know to ask for that? Like, there's so many errors that happen in healthcare. Like, people
and even puking.
Do your research with shit like that.
From a head injury is not uncommon. So like,
right.
You know, they could have seen that and been like,
Dwight puked on the
get
office.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. But dude, I had I don't know, I had a surgery. This is totally not nearly as like traumatic. It was a back thing.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I threw my back out really bad, and the pain was so excruciating. I like fainted. I tried to go to a chiropractor, and I fainted in the chiropractor's office before he could even touch me. Like I was barely able to, like, this is when it was getting super awful. And they rushed me to the ER. And first of all, the ER sucks. Like,
wait, did you whack something on the way down?
No. He was close enough by. I think I just kind of like collapsed into his arms. So no, I didn't have something happen like you, but yeah. I mean, I guess it could have, but I remember just being in and out of consciousness because of the pain, and it was in my lower back. And first of all, when I got to the ER place, they have this young ER doctor, and like they apparently have like drug seekers that go in to get pain pills in the ER. So like some guys are faking. So he took my leg and lifted it up really fast, and I was like, "Fuck!" I like cussed really loud, and I was so pissed at this asshole for moving my leg. He was like, "Yeah, he's not faking."
All right, you're not a dope fiend.
Yeah, exactly.
We can give you the good stuff.
So they gave me some ibuprofen and shit, and they gave me an X-ray, and it was negative. But on with like disc herniations and stuff, like that soft tissue stuff doesn't show up on an X-ray. So the X-ray showed normal, but like I still had like nerve pain and shit. They sent me home, and it was like electricity going down my leg. It was like just spasming, and I called, and I had to ask somebody to insist to give to have the hospital give me an MRI because they weren't gonna just do it.
Yeah, that's
and
like what happened.
Thank God she ordered it, and then they realized that I had a massive herniated disc that was like rupturing. It was like occluding the signal to my and the nerves to my legs, and if you fuck that up, like you could be paralyzed from the waist down or shit your pants, and like then they really have to rush you in. So it was like really dangerous, and if they wouldn't have like ordered that, or if I wouldn't have asked, yeah. I don't know.
Wow, we both narrowly escaped.
Dude, yeah.
Medical.
These are equally as bad injuries. Yeah. No, not at all. But dude, how did you recover from that? Like, did you have any?
They said no brain damage, so thank fucking God. I don't have like CTE or some shit. It's not like you repeatedly bash my head into the ground.
Yeah.
They told me no brain damage. Obviously, it's something I'm like paranoid about, especially because I just still have metal plates in my head. I'm like, is this gonna affect me in life?
Do you set shit off at the airport?
When I was in high school, we went to Ground Zero, and they wouldn't let me in because I kept setting off the metal detector. And at the time, I didn't even think about it. Like, I took my belt off, I took everything off, and they were like, "Well, we don't know what it is."
How big is the plate? Where is it?
It goes from like. It's like it starts here and then it goes to like the middle of my forehead, kind of.
Wait, so it's right there?
Can I touch it? Yeah.
Holy shit!
And you can like, it's all like numb, like right here. So this is like where you can feel the screws and stuff.
Oh my gosh, dude!
You have no idea how many times this has happened on a date. Oh my God! Can I touch the plates? Yeah. It hurt pretty bad,
dude. Do girls dig it? You're like.
I think scars are sexy.
Dude, me too.
Yeah. The scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open. Yeah. Well, I noticed you have a scar like right here.
Yeah, dude. That's from football.
Football.
Yeah. So I probably do have fucking CTE because I, did have repeated collisions. I played on the defensive line, so you every play you hit. But the reason this one happened is this is my old helmet, but look at all the scratches and
the
shit.
Remnants of CTE.
Yeah, dude, I probably definitely,
I gave up sports after my head injury. I was like,
did you?
I wanted to like skate. I was like kind of getting into skateboarding like right when it happened, and I just rolled that out.
Yeah.
I was like nothing extreme for the rest of my life. I think I don't.
Yeah.
I came a little close there.
Yeah, dude. It's I don't know. You in hindsight, you wonder if it's freaking worth it. But
So what happened? Did you
with
just get
this puncture
tackled?
wound?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So basically, I had a new helmet that year, and like with the football helmets, if it's not fitting like perfectly, it should be real snug. If it's even a little bit loose, the impact will like potentially like. So I had like a pretty, hard collision, and it just broke open, and it was just literally just a cut. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But because I got it at the beginning of the season, like I'd continue to play, and every practice it would just break open again. So the scars never healed. So literally, this is just like just a cut that just never healed until the season was over.
And
so
it
that's
just
why
kept reopening.
Yeah. So now I have a little dent on my forehead.
That's cool. That's a cool scar.
Is it?
For sure. Yeah. I like that.
I don't know. It's yeah.
I have a scar that people can't even see. I don't even get to flex it. I
Yeah.
want the like classic scar where it's like over the eye.
Over the eye?
Yeah.
Like Scar from Lion King. That was over
Yeah.
the eye. Yeah,
I guess that does
kind
of have like an evil connotation. Though.
Yeah. I got one more. That's right here. Can you see? I don't know if anybody can even see it. It's underneath my chin somewhere.
It's from your dick sucking days.
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you get that?
I
don't see
watch
anything.
Those zippers on the fucking.
Oh damn! That's like.
Do you see it?
No, I don't. But I can imagine.
Oh, that was a sledding accident. So, yeah.
With the zipper got in there.
No, I was saying if I give the guy a blowjob, that was a zipper.
Oh, okay, okay.
No,
I thought like you zipped up your jacket and it like got caught on your throat.
No, that could happen. Maybe it was the zipper. Maybe it was. I don't know exactly. But I was 3 when this happened. My dad sent me down a sledding hill by myself. It was real steep, and I hit. Actually, you know what? I don't think it was a zipper. I ran into a fence on the side of the sledding hill, and it was like, I don't know if you know those fences. Like it was like turned up, and like the spikes, like the bottom sharp part was like kind of turned up. And when I tumbled into it, like I really hit my head on it, and like lost teeth and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Baby teeth.
I'm probably so fucked up. We're probably Yeah.
It
was baby teeth. Yeah.
I hope so. Your teeth look great.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Did
you have braces?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you wear your retainer?
No.
Dude, you gotta wear your retainer. I'm selling people the braces stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost it, and then that was it. I didn't care anymore. I still got the metal thing in the bottom.
Okay.
Do you got that?
No, I just have. I have 2. I have like the trough retainer for the top, metal one for the bottom, and it's the most disgusting retainer ever because I wear it every night and don't do a good job washing it. But
oh
yeah,
my
man,
God.
I can't sleep without it, dude. Like I can't. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
probably a
can't
good
function.
thing.
Yeah.
You've acclimated to your retainer. So you've just been wearing it since like.
Yeah. Well, I bit through it because I grind my teeth at night.
Ah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
My mom does that. She's got like a little baby retainer for her 2 top teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stress, man.
She was always waking me up when we slept together. You know.
She what? Oh, yeah. It's like, Mom.
It's like, Mom, you gotta do something about that.
Yeah, Mom.
She was like, yeah, get the fuck out of my room.
Are you a mama's boy?
Not really.
As a kid, were you? It's not a bad thing.
I mean, I feel like I was when I was growing up because I was the youngest.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, my older brother David
Tight.
has a scar very similar to yours,
Uh-huh.
and it's from me throwing a rock at his head when I was.
Shit.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I just remember the blood going down his head. It's like my earliest memory.
Oh my
just-
gosh.
Just being like, whoa.
Yeah. That'll stick in your memory of like
Yeah.
you getting in trouble and seeing your brother cry. Did he
Pouring
cry?
blood. Of course. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
what a
bad.
bitch,
It was
dude.
genuinely bad.
No. Dude, so okay, siblings. How many siblings do you have?
2.
Okay.
So yeah, like I was saying, I got 2 brothers, and I feel like I was more of a mama's boy because when I was younger, really little, because I was the youngest, and I was like always getting picked on and stuff. So I always had to be like, Mom. And then my little brother
your
was
big brothers?
born.
Or by other kids?
Well, I'm the middle child now.
Oh, okay. Middle.
My younger brother is technically my half brother. We had different dads.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's my brother, and he's taller than me.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Then I just kind of became the middle child. I don't know, the like unimportant one.
Oh, come on.
That's how it is. Are you?
I'm not, but it makes me sad to hear that. I'm the oldest, so we get all the attention, and
I feel like that's why I became a comedian, is because like
Middle child.
no one cares about your input,
Dude.
So you're like, I have to like make my voice heard.
That fucking sucks, dude. Because it makes me think about my brothers. I have 3 brothers, and yeah, I don't know. It sucks if they felt like that.
And you're the
know?
oldest.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the king.
No, I'm like black sheep now. Just starting comedy. It's like
I am also kind of the black sheep, too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of comedy?
No, it's always kind of been like that.
Why?
Like my older brother's an athlete. So that was like obviously,
Yeah.
And then my younger brother is like he was an EMT, he was a firefighter, now he's in the military. So like, and then there's Ryan the cretin.
You're the shit, dude. Don't fuck.
No, I mean, I don't. That's just how it was when I was growing up. But
yeah,
I carved my own path.
Right.
It's all good.
No, it is good. It is good. But yeah, I was talking to Jimmy McCullough last night. Shout out
I know
Jimmy
him.
McCullough.
I know him. Yeah, he's from Connecticut, right?
Isn't Jimmy great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while. Does he live in the city now?
Yeah, he just moved to Queens. He just graduated from his undergrad. So
oh wow.
And he so now he's doing his thing. He's not gonna change much. I think just works at Stand Up New York and just doing comedy. But
oh wow.
But he was talking about like kids that like, he went to high school with, or kids from I think Connecticut. Gosh, I should know. And he described the basic ones as only caring about sports and grades, and how that just has never been that important to him. And
I was thinking about art.
Yeah, Jimmy's an artist. Which now I think it totally is the right way to think, is about and stuff like that. But I only cared about sports and grades, and like it sucks when that is like a reason for like, I don't know,
being
a middle child to feel like less cool.
Yeah.
Because
but like
it's
sports. Good to have shit going
grades.
on though.
It is good, but it's also like it could be unhealthy if like the parent is like, maybe they're not doing it on purpose, but if they're like, oh, let's celebrate the grades, let's celebrate the sports. Like, well, what if I'm not doing that? Do you still love me, you asshole?
My mom definitely could tell that I was like not really focused on anything. So I was in chorus in 6th grade. I was in a play.
Nice.
So
did you like
she was
that
gearing
stuff?
me up to be a gay man, but it never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, you're straight as fuck, dude.
I liked theater. I liked chorus.
Fag.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Now I'm realizing that is that like I think my mom wanted a daughter, and that was like kind of like I got a lot of that. She would feminize me a little bit.
Yeah, that's all good though.
Yeah.
Being a little mama's boy.
Yeah.
It's good. I was a mama's boy for sure. 100%. Very sensitive. Yeah. So sensitive and shy, and like, yeah. I would, a big crier, cry at the drop of a hat. Yeah.
Nice.
Turn red in front of anyone. Presentations.
You're complex. You're like the athlete that's crying, That's like, yeah. Maybe you're gay.
I think so. I think so, dude. No, I've said this. I hated playing football. I didn't want to do it. I did it out of pressure more so than
same.
Yeah. Same for what?
For like I
did you
played
do
sports,
that
but I didn't
Oh,
care.
you did play
sports.
sports.
I played football.
Oh,
yeah, and then once the head injury happened, I ruled it out.
Yeah.
And it was never really interesting. I don't like watching football or playing any. I like playing
football.
Sports,
like it was love-hate. I mean, I still love the game of football, and I think it's fun to watch. And but like playing it is really hard. I mean, when did you quit? What age did you say you got the head injury? 6th grade?
I think that was 7th grade.
Okay, so you played tackle football before that. Yeah. Did you like it? Before
it was something to do, I guess.
What
but I didn't really care, and like. I was big for my age when I was like really young, so they had me as like a defensive lineman.
Okay.
And then when I played in like 5th grade, 6th grade for the Portland Panthers.
Shout out Portland Panthers.
I was a wide receiver and a cornerback.
Corner?
Yeah.
Dude, you should be dominant at corner.
It's just tall.
Yeah.
And I like barely made my weight class, so I was like tall and like
for
my age and all that.
Yeah.
So But that was the thing too. It was like I was right on the cusp of being in B squad, which was like all kids who were older than me, but just because of my weight, so
Right.
I was like at a very young age, I was like, if I gain 4 pounds, I'm fucked, and
Yeah, so you want to stay in the lower level.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'd
They do it by weight class for safety, I think, so kids aren't yeah. But did you hit pretty hard?
I got hit pretty hard. I mean, I don't know. Well, the thing with like football when you're that young, I mean, I don't know if this is true like across the board, but like they wouldn't do a lot of passing plays or anything. So
yeah,
I would just kind of like
hang out,
run and pretend that like something was gonna happen. My moment of glory was when in a game I returned a kick. And I almost got a touchdown. I broke like 4 tackles.
Dude, hell yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah. And then for like the next 3 plays, they made me a running back.
Yeah.
And I just got fucking laid out every time. So they were like, all right, never mind. But it was just mid-game. They were just like, all right, you're running back now.
Dude, that is the good thing about football. Those memories stand out of like the glory days.
See, it's not all bad, like I don't like football, but it gave me some memories to cherish.
Yeah. For sure. And at that young age, it's so hit or miss as to like what levels the kids are at. Because some kids don't like contact, and then gradually a few of them start to be really aggressive, and they're the ones that hit really hard.
Yeah, you gotta vent that out when you're a kid, though.
Yeah, you do. You're like figuring out how your body, whatever, and contact, and yeah. But I do think I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that are being forced to play and feel like they have to.
Yeah.
And it's sad for them.
I wish
or
I
maybe
knew
it's turning
I was
them
going to
into,
be
like,
so
little
tall.
Bitches. Maybe it's making them tougher.
Later in life.
Yeah, would you have stuck with? Would you?
I would have played basketball if I had known. I'm so bad at basketball. And it's funny. My brother's like a little under 6 foot, I think, my older brother, and he was the athlete, and he could dunk, and like he would get mad at me and be like, "You're wasting your height."
Dude, I was bad at basketball too. I played kind of. But dude, basketball is a sport that's like requires like fluidity and like athleticism.
A lot of endurance. You're just running back and forth like I can't do that.
Yeah. And you got to be like mentally tough too, like missing shot or being assertive enough to take shots. I didn't like to take shots in basketball because I was like, oh, if I miss, I'd just be
the guy standing under the hoop. I'd be like Shaq,
Yeah.
just kind of.
I played post is fine. It's less pressure to like be the guy. You just have to like, I don't know, throw your body around and get a little layup.
Yeah, just be a body.
Yeah. Oh man. So I want to hear your comedy origin story. Like, yeah, comedy wise. Why do you do comedy? When did you start? How did you get into it?
I started like in the middle of the pandemic. And I don't know. I think I was like going to therapy at the time and just kind of like had a lot of existential shit. Like I think a lot of people did.
Shit, yeah. Let's talk about it.
And then I was just like, what am I doing with my, like I love comedy, and like I feel like I could do it, anytime I'd watch like stand-up comedy or something.
What existential shit was going on?
I don't know. Just in general, like I'm not doing anything with my life. Like I didn't go to college. I was just kind of like dwelling, smoking weed all the time. Like not really doing anything, which is like very common for comedy.
This was 4 years ago.
Yes. Holy shit! Has it been that long?
Yeah, dude. You've been doing stand-up 4 years.
Oh my god.
Well, it'll be 4 years in January, February will be like the 4
I think it's been like 3 years.
The 4-year anniversary of the
pandemic. So maybe like 2021 I started.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Gotcha. So you're like 24.
Yes.
When you're starting and you're just thinking, not doing shit.
Mm-hmm. I knew Alex Tomaselli because before either of us did comedy, we worked at a restaurant together.
Okay.
So I'd see him like post about comedy all the time. And I kind of like dropped him a line like, "Hey man, how do I get involved?"
Dude. Hell yeah.
And I sat in at a couple open mics at this place called the Elbow Room in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Tight. Okay.
And I just kind of started doing comedy.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. I visited here during the pandemic, and obviously it wasn't as bustling as it is now, but like I was doing comedy, and I just like fell in love with the city and was like, all right, I gotta get out here ASAP.
And when you started, was it like, holy shit, yes,
Yeah, like
this is it. This is the thing.
This is it.
Yeah. So that like quelled all the existential shit right away.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like I have things to look forward to in my life now.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah,
Like,
man.
Definitely gives you some community,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because I was just fucking dwelling in my hometown, dude. Like, oh my God.
Just dwelling. That's a good word. Dwelling.
A lot of the people I like grew up with were like just kind of doing drugs and stuff. And I was just like,
that'll happen.
this isn't for me. And, like, I don't know. It was a small town. There was like
What's the
nothing
name
else
of the
to
town?
do. East Hampton.
East Hampton, Connecticut.
Yeah, go bell ringers.
Go bell ringers. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, yeah, that can happen, man. I my little brother, middle child, he has an expression for this. He lives in our hometown, but he's doing great now. He got his own business and stuff. But
nice.
he just rotting is the word, not dwelling.
Rotting.
Yeah, that which is a verb for just sit in front of the TV, just not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like rotting from time to time.
I rot here.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I moved to New York City. My life is gonna be. I play Fortnite all day. I don't do shit. A lot of the time, I do.
Hell yeah,
I just sit in
man.
my apartment. I log into DoorDash. I wait for them to come in, and I play Fortnite,
dude.
and then I go deliver on my bike.
That's the life, man.
It is a life.
I mean, it's a life. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's expensive as shit here, so covering bills and shit's probably.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to have some panic about paying the bills now.
Yeah.
Because when I moved out here, I sold my car and like had a cushion for a little
Yeah.
while, but now
Yeah.
it's catching up to me. So.
I gotcha. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I'll find my way.
But I don't know. I mean, what does that kind of feel like? I don't like. I right now have to like be pretty like I have to work for 8 hours like or be pretty on for that. And is it nice just doing comedy? Because essentially it's full-time comedy. For you.
I don't
You don't put
press
that
it as hard as I should. You know, I need to go to more open mics and stuff. It's just I don't have the money. Like a lot of mics cost money out here, and I like to a single dollar. I'm like I can't buy this McDouble. You know, so
right.
I don't know. I go to a lot of the free mics.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I've been really fortunate since I moved here to be getting booked and stuff. So.
Shit, yeah.
Plus I live with comics, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Patty DeFino.
Oh,
shout out Tommy Holder. Shout out Alan Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, the news from bed thing.
Yeah,
Patty.
yeah,
that's the shit, man.
Yeah, dude, I love Patty. He's
yeah,
great.
he's hilarious.
He's moving out
dude.
soon, but he's a great guy.
Yeah, I'm excited. He's doing. We're doing a show here soon at the Toodles and French in Astoria. We're hoping it's a recurring thing. If it is, we'll have to get you to do it. But yeah, Patty's gonna be doing that. So yeah, we just like asked this French restaurant. I can't remember if I told you that before, but like yeah, it was just this French restaurant up the road.
Oh, so you guys just have a spot now?
Yeah, well we're gonna try and make it. I mean, the first one's January 6th, and yeah, I know we're calling it the not an insurrection show, just to chill people out. But yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be good. But yeah, we asked Patty to do it, and some other people, Kitty Reynolds, Ben Callahan, and
known insurrectionists.
Yes, no. We could have changed the poster and made it. Yeah, we could have made mug shots or something.
Yeah,
that
just,
been
you should all
funnier.
show up looking super racist. You
Yeah.
know, just like denim jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that a racist look? I don't know.
A denim jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like Canadians wear denim.
You never know out here. You know, people do things ironically and stuff. So
Yes, they do. They do. So I got oh shit, these aren't even my right notes. These are Claire's notes. I have like a bunch of stuff that we could go I wanted to ask so you're from Connecticut, born and raised, you moved here. Have you always loved New York City?
Connecticut is super close.
I know.
And I have
not.
not visited
you-
nearly enough. So like,
Did you have a romantic idea in your head about New York City?
Yeah, for sure. And
You
like when I
did.
visited, and like I had been here before, but it was always on like a really touristy type thing. So like when I was doing comedy and that was kind of like my outlet for like navigating things, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm just like zipping around the city and going to mics and like talking to girls. And
when you're not
stuff.
living here.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it?
So I was like,
Yeah.
this has to be my life.
Yeah.
You know, this is good fun.
For sure. It does feel cooler, I feel like, when you're just visiting
Mm-hmm.
versus when it becomes real.
Yeah, like when I first moved here, I got like a sensory overload, you know?
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
like doing stuff all the time. And now that I'm just kind of like living here,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like winded down, but like it's still great, you know? Like it's still New York City. It's a great time.
Do you want to stay here forever?
Maybe. I don't know. You know, it's close to home.
Yeah.
And it's great, you know. I would love to. I haven't traveled that much, so I definitely want to travel.
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
I don't know, out west somewhere. I don't know. Anywhere, literally anywhere. Anywhere. Like I don't think I've ever left the country. No, I haven't.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get out.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy being here. I got a bunch of just random questions. You want to do some fucking random questions?
This is cool. I feel so important right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
You made the comment, like, was we did the Thomaselli podcast, like, you don't like doing podcasts all the time, right? I could see that. I mean, I've done a fucking shit ton of them, and it's like,
I don't know. This is good. I feel like this is going super
this is going
good.
so great, dude. Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
But a lot, like, I don't know. Even that podcast we all did, I just feel like a lot of the time I just like sit there and don't have anything to say. I think that's because I get stoned beforehand, and I'm like,
Just
oh my God, a camera. Oh my God.
Yeah. You're not high now, are you?
No.
No. Yeah.
No, I'm sober.
Yeah. Do you like to do stand-up high?
I don't necessarily like to, but I feel like I
You're
have
capable
many
of?
times. Last time I went to Black Cat, I took an edible, and I never take edibles, but it went fine. And I don't really have a cool story about that. It was just like, I don't know. Because I never do edibles, so I was kind of like tripping when I was up there, but it was still fun.
Yeah, dude. I last night at Aggressively Chill, when Alex asked if I wanted to do it, I didn't think he was gonna ask.
So you were fucking stoned?
Yeah, well, I wasn't stoned, but I don't know. I started to go into like relax mode. I don't know if you have this like after a mic, like, or after you're done with sets for the day, like you'll like just chill out, because I will do that. Like I don't know, if I think I'm done with stand up for the day, I'll just I'll rip my vape or whatever and just really like unplug.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "Oh,
I have to
God.
do comedy
I have to
right
do
now.
Comedy now? Oh my God!"
I know. I mean, I feel like alcohol is the opposite way. A lot of people like to drink.
Yeah.
Because it gives them like some kind of confidence or something.
Yeah.
But I've always
sure.
tried to like not build that kind of relationship with that. Like I see why like a lot of comics have a drinking problem, kind of, because like I don't know, if you're relying on it to be funny, that's just like addiction, you know. Like you can beat yourself without drinking,
for sure,
or not. You know, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life. You know, like some people.
Dude, you know the
just like to
comic
tap
that
into
like
that.
mastered that I was really impressed with, like Doug Stanhope.
Mm.
He still drinks heavily on stage.
Really?
And, like, it's integrated as a part of his persona. Do you ever watch Doug Stanhope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like too much, but I know that he's definitely just like a loud drunk. Is,
Yeah,
kind of
like
his
as far as
thing,
I know, he still is, but he's like somewhat in control of it to where he like can do his act without like any sort of.
I feel like Dave Attell's kind of the same. I feel like once you reach a certain level, though, it's like you can just like pretend that you're that guy when you're not actually drunk. You know, I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but like. You can be like the stoner comic without necessarily having smoked.
having to be stoned all the time.
Because you just
it's your
get it down
character.
to a science.
It's your persona.
Exactly. I don't really have a persona yet.
I was
don't
gonna
know what
ask
it is.
you about persona. Yeah, you don't have one?
I don't know.
If you had to describe yourself as a comic in 3 words, what would they be?
Jesus.
Jesus?
No.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. There's your answer. I get that so much. I'm not just saying.
I get Jesus.
I
all
get
the time.
Jesus so much.
Yeah, you look like Jesus. Yeah.
Do you
got
get
a
it
big
too?
Birthday coming up. I used to a little bit. Well, I cut my hair. I can't remember if it's long enough to be Jesus length now, but yeah. Trans Thor.
Trans Thor?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
That you've gotten that multiple times that you're Trans Thor?
No.
Oh.
I got it. I think I got it when my hair was like real ratty, like from a comic in Greenville, and then I just used it on stage. It was like a roast or something. Yeah. But persona though, what's
I don't know. I just self-deprecate a lot.
Yeah, self-deprecation.
Yeah.
Because your stand-up is great. Like,
thank you.
It's got you can tell, like, very competent, like, the joke writing and the delivery. Because, like, I don't know, seeing you, like, I've seen you at Aggressively Chill before. And
I wish I caught you last night. I've only seen you do stand-up once at an open mic at the Comedy Shop.
Oh, yeah, that's a good sample.
I'm pinching myself. I wish I'd seen you do more stand-up.
No, dude, my stuff, well, I was trying to, like, I'm reading a comedy book right now. It's Discover Your Comedic Genius by Adam Bloom. It's good. No, it's good. I think it's Adam Bloom. He's a British comic. And the chapter I was reading last night was about comedic persona. And how it's a good idea to be able to know what that is at some point in your progression.
I feel like that takes a long time to form, though.
And as I was reading it, I was like, "Fuck, what is?"
Where you just have this mentality you can just snap and get into. It's like what I was talking about before. You know, if you're like the drunk, you know,
for sure,
you gotta be able to like tap in.
Yeah, and I feel like it's deeper than just being a character, because it's not like you're having to like be fake or whatever. It's like who you really are, or like how you come across with most of your material. And typically, it's like
that's how I think I am. It's just like a heightened version of myself,
right?
You know.
And do you feel like you're silly on stage?
Yeah,
playful.
Yeah, I pretend I'm more stupid than I actually am. Like,
right?
I don't know. I like to do the thing where like I think I'm like trying to be on the right side of something, but I just like mix something up. If that makes any sense, you know.
Yeah, like you play the dumb guy of like being oblivious to something and try to argue the oblivious side.
Yeah,
like, that's right.
It's like I'm helping right now, right? And it's like, no, you're actually making things a million times worse. But I kind of like to tap.
But
into
you
that.
know you are, and the audience knows that you know that you are.
Yeah.
But it's like pulled off in a way that.
Because I think a lot of the time you can kind of put the blame on somebody else in a joke. You can kind of go, "Oh, my friend the other day was talking."
Yeah,
but I'm usually just like, I have this thought. I'm an idiot, right? And then that's the way I'll go with it.
Yeah.
Do you think you have a persona figured out yet?
I don't know. Playful and fun, which is, I don't know if that's funny.
You should put that in your dating profile.
Yeah, I'm playful and fun. Do you want to fuck? Do you want to fuck me? I'm playful and fun. People say golden retriever vibe, energy, like being happy, you know, and that's how I am. I mean, I don't know. I like to just do that, and then like, I mean, that in itself is not funny, but that gets to likability, and that's what I live off.
Who doesn't like golden retrievers?
Right,
you know?
exactly. You're
Wonderful
an asshole
dog.
if you don't like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
So like, you know, that's how I feel like stand up. I don't know if I can be like likable like that and playful and fun. I guess I don't know if that's a persona, but kind of. Then it gives the jokes a better chance of working, and then also just being honest in the moment. It helps.
Yeah. That was like the lesson I learned really early on. It was just like, don't just. I mean, I don't know. Just be right in the moment, you know, and don't just try to power through. You know, like if you're bombing, don't pretend you're not bombing.
Right.
You know, and just power through your
you
gotta
or pause.
You gotta be able to
do
move.
something else. Do something different.
Yeah, exactly.
Change it up.
And you'll find something new every time. You know, if you try new things, you can approach things from different angles, embellish a joke or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. There's some things that this guy talks about in this book that have kind of like changed how I think about certain things. He talked about like an example, like you're maybe not doing well, or like if comics say like this is a new joke, or they'll like say that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, this guy was like,
thanks for telling us, man.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Like, it's best to like deliver it just whatever the material is, just say it.
Especially in an open mic, like we know.
Yeah,
okay?
we know. Yeah, or like he calls it like a boom mic moment. Like on like a film set,
And it
when
peeks
you
in a
see
little
the
bit, yeah.
like you just revealed that this is an act.
Yeah.
Which we know it's an act, but just do your shit.
Mhm.
That kind of stuff. And like, I don't know. You can acknowledge a bomb without saying anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
you could be
just
like,
double down.
You could
You
be
know?
like, all right, well.
Just be like, no, this is funny, and I'm just gonna.
Or
keep going.
or yeah, double down. Tomaselli does that. Yeah. Like, if it's like, not that it would even be bad, but like if it's like if it made him uncomfortable, he'll like go in, which is the same thing.
I'm not giving him any credibility today because
Right.
I got to roast
Adam
him.
Tomaselli sucks.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, real asshole.
I don't really like that guy. Just kidding, Alex.
This will come out after the roast. You got any roast for Tomaselli? What do you hate about Alex Tomaselli?
Should I go through them?
Yeah, why not?
Because by the time this comes out, the roast already happened, obviously.
Right.
So I'll kick some ideas your way.
Yeah, let's workshop.
Do you really want to do this?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Okay.
I'll laugh at all of them. I don't care if they're fun.
Okay. So you know Alex pretty well, right?
I know Alex
At this
pretty
point,
well. Yeah. Real piece of shit.
Yeah, real fucking
Real
nerd.
asshole. Yeah.
Weird guy. All right. We have to hurry this roast up because the more time we spend on stage, the less time Alex has to network with the other comedians. I feel like you're about to see me tonight. Do you really want me to go through all of them?
No, we don't.
Yeah. We'll stick with that.
That's the only one.
Everybody, why? Well, I got more. You're about to see it in like an hour.
Oh,
so I need every laugh I can get.
I'll still laugh.
All right. I'll do like a couple more.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I feel like this is gonna.
Dude,
like,
I love
curse
your
me.
temperament. We have the same temperament. I would. You don't have.
Let me. Alex Tomaselli looks like he got kicked out of the Wiggles for endangering a minor.
Okay. Yeah, the Wiggles. They're got a pedophilic vibe.
I feel like he looks like he could have been in that band.
Didn't the Wiggles sing the fruit salad song? Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. That's their banger.
Is
That's
it?
the one
I
I
don't
know. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how every guy who was like in an indie band in like the early 2000s or whatever is like a creep now because they were banging their young fans.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine what the Wiggles are doing.
Yeah, dude. It's got to be hard too. Like, could you picture like being in your prime and getting a lot of really hot girls, and then you just age up and you think, dude, to have that at one point and then lose it, ooh.
Or just to like
be hard.
when you're in your prime or whatever, and like the content you make, like for whatever reason, it's like kids. Like a lot of YouTubers have that problem, where like they make video game Minecraft streams or whatever, and then you find out later that they're like communicating with their fans.
For sure. And it's you get fucked up and jaded by that as a celebrity. I feel
what
like.
would you
Chris
do?
D'Elia, he's older, but he had young fucking
he
fans.
had young fans,
and, like, was
and he was
talking
sleeping
to
with
their sleeping with them.
What would you do if your fan base was like young people?
Oh, I would
super
love
young.
it.
You would love it?
Yeah. Yeah, I would love it. I would try to bang all the young girls.
Yeah, you got some D'Elia in you, I think.
No.
I've been told this, so I'm just trying to push it on you.
The Temptation.
The Temptation.
You've been told you have the D'Elia vibes?
Yeah,
what a compliment if you get that. Dude.
No, I think he's an ugly fuck, and he's weird.
He says he looks like an eagle or something.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bird-like, too.
Yeah.
I get that.
But you're so much nicer than Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia is kind of like you're much more likable than Chris D'Elia, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. He definitely, I mean, I'm not as old as him, so I don't know how I'm going to, like, face that, but he definitely just seemed like he was trying to, like, desperately hold on to you. Just like the way he dressed and like carried himself. He was like, yeah, I'm like a young guy. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
The way he dressed? How did he dress?
He just wore like
leather,
just like baggy clothes and like nice shoes. I don't know. It was like really like expensive sneakers and stuff. And I don't know, just his whole like demeanor and stuff was very.
Oh God!
Like every role he had before everything came out, he was always playing like a creepy like pedophile guy.
Really? Oh
yeah.
Gosh.
Have you ever seen him in
Life Imitating
It was like the first
Art?
time I saw him. He was.
What was that show? The Disney show?
He was in Workaholics.
Whoa.
Do you remember that?
No.
He like plays a pedophile in the show, and then they like I think they invite him to their house to like trap him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh wait, this guy's actually really chill. Like he gets there and he's like, oh, can I hit your guy's grav bong or something? And then they invite him in. They're like, yeah, this guy's really chill, but
he actually is a pedophile in the show.
In the show.
Like, what kind of pedophile? Like he's fucking 6-year-olds?
I forget what the context of it is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I feel like the pedophile definition has gotten really weird.
He played one in an episode of the Netflix show You too.
Yeah.
Well, You, not U2, the band.
Was he just dating younger girls, or was it like children?
I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I didn't watch that show.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I don't mean to like bend the definition of the word pedophile, but also like when I think of pedophile, I think of priest.
Priest.
You know what I mean? That's like children. That's like, you know.
Yeah, I think he was more of like a statutory pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't, you know. I mean, it's bad. I'm just kidding. It's awful. It's bad. Yeah. It's bad.
It's definitely bad.
Yeah. Just, you know. Shit, what were we talking about to get into this? I forgot. Crystalia.
I don't remember. Persona.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Persona. I don't know. Oh, yeah, the dressing. Well, yeah, what would you do if your fan base was all young? What do you think your fan base will be? Or is?
That's a good question.
Because, like, how many followers do you have now?
Like, I don't really ever post, but I have, like, close to 700, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is, like, whatever.
Gotcha.
You know?
So a budding fan base.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Black audiences?
Dude, if I had a black audience, that'd be awesome.
Dude, hell yes.
I would honestly really appreciate that.
Hell yes.
I feel like girls, it could be a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could
get a Matt Ray following.
Yeah, I'll just start working on my core, start wearing my retainer again. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's weird. It's a weird thing to think about, you know.
It is weird.
Who your target audience is and who gravitates toward you.
Yeah,
it's like I feel like if we ever do reach some level of like fame, we're gonna look back at these days and be like, we were just able to fucking be ourselves, you know, and like no one gave a shit. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, not that no one gives a shit, but
yeah,
you know,
100%. If you had like, you know how it has recommendations on like, you know, on Netflix or something, you watch this, you might also like this. Who would those comics be for you? Like, you know,
like related to me,
related to you. Yeah. Whose style do you think you would be in the mold of? If like,
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think it's just because I look like this. A lot of people compare me to Mitch Hedberg.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think our comedy is the same at all.
No.
I mean, I do a lot of like one-liners, but
mm-hmm.
I don't know. He is like the GOAT, so I
For
could never
sure.
even see myself in the same world.
Yeah.
A
lot of it might follow the comics you love. So like, who do you love?
I love Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
I feel like he's definitely like a comic, but there's this video of him like in the South, like bombing for an hour straight, and it's like the best comedy there is. It's like, because he just keeps like losing them and then getting them back and then losing them again, and it just keeps happening like the entire show. And he is just unabashedly like himself, and it's just like, either you come with me on this journey or like fuck off. You know? And like still being able to like hold people's attention is like awesome. And like, it's just the fact that he would even release that, especially back then when like there was so much less stuff coming out all the time.
And at this point, people was he big enough where people knew that's what they were going to be getting?
I don't think so, especially because he was definitely like, he grew up in the South, but he was like a really like liberal comic, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. He was just intense, you know? And
dude, that takes such balls too, as somebody like, we just came from South Carolina, and dude, oh my gosh.
Yeah, what was the comedy like in South Carolina?
I mean, dude, it was great. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes like it depended on the show. You know, we had a comedy club in downtown Greenville, and it was pretty, you know, mixed crowds. Like there was, you know, at the mics where it was like all comics of, you know, it was kind of like amateur night. We would get decent crowds, and it would be a mix of black, white, southern, whatever.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, but if you went out and did shows like in the sticks, like, and it would just be Southern people, there would be some stuff like if you tried to take like a liberal tact on something or like
get booed.
Yeah. But I don't do political stuff, so that wasn't really the problem. But there'd be like just a disconnect of like, you're not from around here.
Yeah.
And like the pressure to just
But you
like,
were.
yeah. But I'm from Michigan, so like I'm not Southern.
Okay.
So the pressure to pander versus doing what Bill Hicks did and just being like, fuck you.
Yeah,
just
that
like, this
takes
is what
balls.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not from the South, so I can't like skate that line as good.
Right.
Like, I don't know. There are like things that you take and leave.
Yeah.
Like you got to do your own thing at the end of the day.
But there's a way to do it to also not lose them and just be like kind to them
Yeah.
and be like, I'm not judging you for thinking different shit. Like, like it is kind of an asshole move, I think, to be like, you think this because you're from this red state.
Have you ever done that
like
that
people think
Bitcoin
different
bar open mic?
No.
I did it like for the first time a couple weeks ago. It was like a Bitcoin bar or something. So at the end of my I was doing well, and then at the end of my set, I was like, "Who here's into finance?" And like a couple people raised their hands. I was like, "Fuck all of you! You're pieces of shit."
Did they laugh though?
No,
Oh.
no, not at all.
What
But it was so funny to be like, "You were on my side this whole time, but I hate you."
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't really care like that much, but like,
Yeah.
just to like, I don't know,
you
because
hate to finance.
I like
bros?
to just like,
Yeah.
kind of keep people on their toes.
Yeah. 100%. You got to give people shit. Like that's
Yeah.
what comedy is.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta give people
Exactly.
shit.
Like, I'm not trying to like offend you per se, but like, I gotta speak my truth.
You got to speak your truth. What's the most controversial thing you've ever said on stage?
No one's ever came to me after a show and been like, "Hey, I have a problem with that." That's just not happened to me yet.
Oh, good.
But I do feel like I push it. Like, I've definitely gotten a reaction from like the whole audience of like, But no
Yeah.
one's ever been like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you can't do that," or like,
Yeah.
because I go the tiny cupboard a lot, and I feel
Yeah,
like
they're a good barometer for
there's sort of like an air of like,
canary in the coal mine of like, that's too fucked up.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
nothing's happened to me there so far.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
and I but I don't know. There are certain mics I've been to where I'm like, this is not what kind of comedy I'm into.
Like too edgy.
The other way,
Or
it's
the
just
other
like
way
they just
too-
create like an
Yeah.
echo chamber of like, it's like comics you only see in one place. They just
Yeah.
have like their own culture,
Yeah.
and it's like
They don't
this isn't
cross-pollinate
how
with other-
comedy works.
Right.
Like you got to reach everybody. Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna learn anything if you're just like
For
preaching to
sure.
the choir.
Yeah, you gotta humble yourself and go to some. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll go to mics like that every once in a while, but
Yeah.
I don't prefer to like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we all kind of have our mics that we settled
Yeah.
into.
The
but-
worst thing I ever did was do a 9/11 joke in front of an all-black audience and got booed off. That was my
I haven't
week-
said
month
anything
into
about
comedy.
9/11
You
since I
haven't?
moved here because I
It's
feel like
hack.
it's probably kind of hacky here.
Yeah.
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 I brought up Sandy Hook and people didn't like because I was mentioning I'm from Connecticut, and I was like, what do you guys know about Connecticut other than Sandy Hook? And like everyone was really quiet. I was like, well, am I wrong? Like, what else is there to Connecticut?
Sandy Hook. That's an interesting name for a school.
One of the
Like
best
a hook in the
roast
sand.
jokes I've ever heard was in Connecticut when this guy was roasting an Indian dude.
Mm-hmm.
This white guy was roasting an Indian dude, and he said, it was BJ Quagan to Ish Gupta. I'll just say the names.
Yeah.
Ish Gupta, BJ Quagan. I love you guys.
Yeah.
The white guy, BJ Quagan, was saying, Ish went to Sandy Hook. Which is also what he calls it when he fingers a girl. I was like, damn, that's good.
Sand in the vagina. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
The Sandy Hook.
The Sandy Hook. Oh man.
Brilliant.
Yeah, dude. That's good. Yeah, man. Yeah, being I don't know. I kind of want to get back to basics with stand up now. Like I don't want to go I feel like when I first started, edgy was all I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's common though. Is like
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
was
you
so paranoid
build
not getting a
outwards.
reaction. I was like, I have to talk about fucking 9/11 and
Yeah.
Hitler because it's like,
It's a guaranteed laugh. you
yeah,
know?
or maybe not laugh, but at least people will be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to tune out. But
that's the thing. Yeah, I just don't want people to like space out when I'm talking.
for
or,
sure.
Like, be on their phone.
What are you trying to write about now? Do you have any direction of like what you're trying to do, or is it just anything and everything?
Yeah, I just kind of like build everything at once, and then it kind of just starts to like congeal, together.
Yeah.
So I just try to like write as much as possible, like some kind of new spin. Like I can't go to an open mic if I don't have some kind of new idea,
Totally.
just for the sake of like, I mean, I get that you have to,
yeah,
just grind, but
dude,
like,
I relate to that completely. I don't feel like going to a mic if I don't have something new at all, because I'm like, what am I gonna do? Something I don't know. Even if they haven't heard it, like I'm like I know I've heard it. Like
exactly.
The worst I'll do is squeeze. Like I don't know.
I have to have like
squeeze
some
in
kind
like
of
a
passion.
2-week-old idea
Yeah.
that I haven't done in a minute, and then try to mix it in. To
Well, yeah,
them.
that's like some kind of new approach. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a new joke, but just like some kind of new spin on it. Put it in a different order.
Yeah.
Something that like puts a spark in my mind where I'm like, okay, I want to try that.
Yeah, exactly.
In front of an audience.
That's a
Instead
great
of
way
just
to put
being
it,
like,
dude.
I should do this because
I
I
need to get my rep in. Like
I need a network or whatever. You know? It's just like I want to.
Totally. Yeah, it depresses me when I don't have a lot of new shit. But yeah, it's
you get burnt
suicide.
out if you do too many mics, and
Yeah.
you're just like not getting a reaction you want. You feel like you don't care, and it's just like, all right.
It's suicide to not have new shit at open mics. Actually, cause
and like you see it a lot. Like people just come with the same 5 minutes, like over and over and over and over again. I'm like, how could you do that?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do that, like at least go to a different mic, so you're saying it in front of people who haven't heard it.
Right. Exactly.
That was kind of the fun part about moving here at first. Was like it's all new to everybody.
Yeah. Although I had a thing where I was like, this could all be dog shit, so I might as well be starting over. I don't know if you had that. Like, I felt like, well, I have no idea. Like, there was a part of me that was like, this worked for audiences in South Carolina, but this is fucking New York. So I can't do the same shit here.
True.
But at the same time, I've kind of come to the realization that audiences are the same.
They really are.
They are. That was really refreshing for me to realize.
New York is not as intimidating as, like, you would think. Like at least doing I was like, oh my god, everybody's gonna be fucking brilliant. I'm gonna have nothing to offer, but it's all this.
It's just people. If you can get a person to like you, and that's all it is. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be this intimidating thing.
We're two down to earth guys.
We're just two. We're just
guys.
Talking. It's
But a lot of people here just like aren't real.
They're NPCs. You heard of that?
Yeah, that or like just so like wrapped up in themselves that it's like I don't even feel like I'm talking to.
Right.
It's because everyone's in their own world. Obviously, but some people are just like.
And fair enough. I mean, I get people that really are serious about it, and that's one thing. But like, also, if you are like that, dude, it's so ironic because you're fucked. I feel like you would be unable to really connect in a meaningful way.
People are smarter than you think. Like they can see through that.
Audiences are smart as fuck. Like they're intuitive as fuck. Like stand-up comedy audiences, especially now, like they know shit.
Yeah, they know the nuts and bolts.
They do, and they know what's fake, and they know what's like corny and what's not authentic and stuff. And yeah, you talk to people after shows, and they're like, especially, I don't know. Like, I don't know, this is, like, we're just at Aggressively Chill, but, like, last night you talked to audience members after the show, and they're like, one guy, people are from Paris, France, they're in grad school doing documentary filmmaking, or, like, they're just super smart, super, like, worldly people. They know about the world. So there ain't no dummies, but.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
it's like less novel here, I think, to do comedy. Like, people aren't like, oh, my God, you're a comedian. It's like everyone's got a thing.
Right.
So.
Which is actually kind of nice. I was insecure about admitting I was a comedian. Have you ever been insecure about admitting you're a comedian to people?
Because I was nothing before.
Oh,
So I was like, I have a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes because like if people ask you like or like expect you to be funny or like be funny on tell me a joke. That's annoying, but like I get it. Whatever.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I had a corporate sellout job that I was like. In the whole other, like, I never, said I would do it. So, like, that was always my cringe of, like.
Yeah, how did people react when you first started?
Dude.
Like, in your immediate life?
Distance.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel that.
A lot of silence, a lot of, like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
They didn't ask about it.
Yeah.
Didn't ask about it,
To this day.
which made me feel horrible because I was like, okay, I know your real reaction to this is like, what the fuck? And
that's when you got to realize, like, you
and I don't
can't,
like
you
this,
can't
and-
really seek external like validation.
No.
You know, you just got to believe in
I mean,
yourself.
you should be, that's the inferiority complex stuff of like, am I really funny? Am I really good?
Especially because, like, if people don't see you have never seen you on stage, they just kind of write their own
Right.
conclusions. They're like, oh, well,
Right.
I know him. He's not that funny.
For sure. Yeah. Why what
know?
weird stuff is he? Yeah. Is he gone crazy? Like, yeah, that's the other thing. Are you delusional? Then you like think all that shit. So yeah, it was a lot of that. Although I remember like the first like thing I did was a video for my work. It was a little funny that they asked us to make. So like I was like, oh, somebody asked me to do this. I wasn't really putting myself out there too much, but a lot of people liked that video. It was like a COVID like work from home video, and it was fun and it was clean too. It wasn't super edgy. And
it was good. You had fun
people
making
liked
it?
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
You gotta show me that after.
gosh.
I'm kind of curious.
Oh God, it's. I mean, now I'm like, it's not that good, but it was. Yeah, I can show it to you. It's on my Instagram.
That's good. That means you're growing. You know.
Yeah.
If you can look back at your, I mean, that you ever get that feeling too, where you're like, I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, this podcast has so much that's been said over like all the episodes, but like, I don't know.
You ever worry that you get some traction and then the Twitter trolls are gonna come back and find you?
No, fuck that. I don't care. But yeah, I guess you could regret some things in hindsight. But in comedy, you always can. It's fair. It's a risk.
Yeah,
but
it's all on the table, man.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the reaction initially was kind of quiet. Like you come out as gay or something, and they're like, oh, we support, but you don't.
It's like people are thinking about it, but they don't ask you about it in person.
Right.
Like a lot of my friends too, like they just wouldn't ask me like how it's going or anything. You know?
Yeah. Isn't that hurtful?
Yeah, it's like I'm so passionate about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's whatever, it's not like I am like super involved with what they're doing either.
Right.
Like if somebody's like a therapist or something, I'm not like, how's that going?
I developed like a defense mechanism of like, oh, fuck you then.
Nobody.
Like I assume everybody.
I'm a comedian.
And then you feel bad when they're like actually excited about it. Like, yeah, fuck you. You're part of my past.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
You don't get it, dude. You didn't take the red pill.
I feel like that was. I feel like that was the thing. Is like once I moved to New York City, it was kind of like, oh, he's serious. So like a couple people have like reached out to me since then and been like, oh, you're like really doing the thing, man.
Yeah, I actually wonder what that perception is. Like, do they see something on your social media and be like, oh, now it's legitimate? Like, what is that thing? Like, the only undeniable thing I could think of is Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on the stage,
everyone's got
Cellar,
the picture of them on the stage there.
Yeah. But if you're like performing at the Comedy Cellar, like, that's like, oh, okay, fuck, yeah. I mean, that would, be pretty undeniable evidence, I think, that you're a real comic. But I wonder if people like just because it's in New York and it's a show, like, oh, that's a thing.
Whoa, you're on a show in New York City?
Oh my God!
Holy crap!
Holy shit! Wow!
Whoa!
Forget that there's two people here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's at an obscure location.
If you just zoomed out the photo just a little more, you'd see the truth.
Yeah, yeah. This is an open mic. But what do you have anything like that for you? Like a milestone in comedy you want to hit, or like anything specific that you like, or like, dude, if I
feel like
do
I'm
this,
still just like learning, and I'm like really grateful for like being able to get booked at all. Because when I moved out here, a lot of people were like, you're gonna have to grind open mics for months before anything happens for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like my second weekend here, I did a show, it's all been like guest spots and stuff far, dude. But you show up to open mics, and if you're funny and
and nice,
do your
and
thing,
just good to hang out with and shit. Yeah,
and I just like don't talk to people with any kind of like intention. Like,
right,
I don't know, we're all doing the same thing,
right?
I don't need to like,
for sure.
I don't know.
That's good, dude. That's good. You should do sales, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't know how to game people. So like even if I wanted something from somebody, I wouldn't know how to be like subtle about it. So I'm just
100%.
like, I'm just gonna like do comedy, and whoever enjoys it, could come along for the ride.
Yeah,
we'll help each other out.
Dude, I love sales. Sales is a good job. Like if you're
You're the top salesman ever, man.
Oh
you
yeah,
got the
dude,
rolling.
yeah. Oh, excuse me. No, yeah,
Fucking iced out, dude. Damn.
yeah. Got the. It's a little. I like this. Yeah, I've been wearing it more now.
You better be careful, dude.
never used to wear
Somebody might snatch that off your wrist.
Yeah. It's
Don't hang
it's
out
a
with
nice
any
watch.
magicians.
Yeah, you're right. But dude, I say you'd be good at sales because people like don't know about sales. Like, what's your impression of a salesperson? Like car salesman?
I worked at Verizon like super briefly,
Uh-huh.
and they kind of told us like beyond selling people phones and stuff, like while they're in here, you got to sell them all the accessories and shit like inside the
Oh.
Verizon store. And
That's
that was like a
high-pressure shit.
big problem with everyone who worked there was like, I know that you can just go buy a phone case online for $10 and not buy a fucking $80 one here, but you just have to like sell it, you know?
Yeah.
You and like taking advantage of old people and stuff. I just couldn't do that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Just like
the high
naive
pressure
people. Hey, you could leave here today and drop your cell phone, and that screen's cracked forever. You
Yeah.
buy a phone case and a freaking $50 phone screen here, and you're gonna be set for life.
Yeah.
She's like, I am bullshitting you.
Yeah. That
You
kind
know?
of sales sucks. I totally agree.
I can't put on that like character. I can't.
Yeah.
Like working in a restaurant or anything. I know I'm trying to like sound like I'm humble or whatever, but I just like, oh, hi, how you doing? You know, I can't.
Do you
I can't
do that? Wait, you work at a restaurant too?
I've always been like a busboy though. They've always like kept me away from the public.
Dude,
you know?
you should be like hanging out with people and
I'd like to be
Well-
like a bar back or something. I think that'd be fun.
yeah. But I what your attitude of like I don't know how to game people? That's the right way to be a good salesperson. 'Cause like I don't know.
But then
feel
I'm
like
secretly gaming
it's-
them underneath the facade.
Sort of, but they know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
In like business to business sales, like it's like it's just about relationships and liking people.
True,
I
true.
learned that in the South. Like if you come in and you try to be like, yeah, you should buy this, or like, and you do it too soon before they're ready, they will like say fuck you. And
So you got to
not
kind of
only-
like build a rapport.
yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk to you. Like I would go in like not even trying to sell anything. I'd just be like, I'm check on something of what they're already buying or like. And just see like how you doing, like a waiter would at the table.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just checking. Do you guys need anything? You guys good? You know, like refill your waters, whatever. But just shit like that, and it's just like being nice and relationships and stuff. And I feel like comedy networking is probably the same. It's like, I don't know.
Just
People
be a regular dude. you
Yeah.
know? People want to like fast track their career and like.
Do they?
I don't know. It seems like a lot of people just don't, especially if you're doing it for a long time. You just aren't in the place where you
Yikes.
think you should be, and like
Yeah,
you
more
try
shit should
to
be happening.
hurry things along, which I kind of empathize with, but I don't really get like I haven't been doing it like that long, so I haven't really hit a point where I'm like, all right,
I need this.
what is happening? I need things to happen. you know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like trying to sharpen skills. you
Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
Can we talk about Kochner?
Yeah. Yeah. The Keckmeister.
How is it David Kochner? Is that how you say it?
I think it's Keckner.
Keckner.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
yeah. It kind of sucks. His name's hard to pronounce because he's maybe less well known than.
Does he do stand up?
Yeah, he does. So what you're referring to is he did an interview.
Yes.
With us for the podcast. Yeah.
So just give it to me, man. How did you land
Dude.
that? That's so cool.
I
man.
know.
I like him a lot. He's really
Dude,
cool.
I appreciate you asking and stuff. Yeah, I don't talk about that a lot, but so David Koechner, star of Anchorman, The Office.
Thank You for Smoking.
Thank You for Smoking.
He's great in that.
Yeah, he was a big SNL guy.
Yeah.
You know, he was super talented on SNL. Like he
Really?
and Norm Macdonald were pretty close. and,
Really?
he had a disagreement with Don Ohlmeyer, whoever the NBC executive was, and kind of left before he really like, had a run on SNL. But he like apparently had the most sketches or characters on in the first season out of any other cast
Wow.
member. Like as a rookie cast member, like just super talented improv
I didn't
guy.
even know he was a cast member.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's some great fucking old SNL clips on YouTube. But anyway, so I was a huge fan of his too, and I worshiped The Office. Like that was a show that I would always quote with my little brothers, and Koechner specifically was like a guy that like you know, his lines were always bangers. He
Yeah.
was such an asshole.
Yeah,
Todd
yeah.
Packer.
Todd Packer.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So how did you get in touch with him?
Right. So it was this was just the benefit of working at the comedy club. So he had you know, he's still touring, and he does, you know, at the club level, you know, he tours nationally, and so I saw he was coming to do our comedy club, so I volunteered to work at the sound booth that weekend. And first night, he's there for 3 nights. So the first night you see him perform and do his act and stuff, and you meet him because you get a chance to be like, hey, when do you want the light, and like whatever. And I remember the second day he does this thing where he does office trivia. So like people come in and can meet him and stuff, and they do office trivia and stuff. So, and he was like the most personable guy. Like he talked to everyone in the room. He had like a cordless mic, and he would go around and give people shit at all their tables and be like, "Oh yeah, like where's Michael Snide?" Just quoting his lines and just being a super nice guy. And he talked to the wait staff. He talked to the bartenders, the servers, and like I got to talk to him for a little bit. And I remember after the Saturday night show, I pussied out. I didn't ask him to do an interview. I went home, and then I messaged my buddy Doug from Austin, and I was like, Keckner's here. And I was thinking about asking him to do an interview. He's like, dude, fucking do it. So I was too much of a pussy to ask in person, but I DM'd him on Instagram because I tagged him in my story, and he doesn't have so many followers that he still saw the.
Yeah.
So I said, hey man, so nice to meet you. No obligation, but like, would you be willing to do an interview with me tomorrow? Before your last show, because he had one more show on Sunday at 6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to be there. So I was like, I'll bring all the equipment to the green room. Like it'll be set up, ready to go. It'll just be like, you know, 30 minutes max or whatever. And he's like, sure. So I was like, oh my God, like
Holy shit.
And I remember that night I watched like every podcast I could find about I prepared more for that interview than I had any other interview. Like I knew his whole fucking life story before. I've since forgotten it probably. But I was so nervous. I was like shaking because like he's a celebrity, you know? It's weird. I mean, it's one thing to like meet a celebrity and like talk, but to like sit down and talk with them for a while on camera, I was like, fuck, dude. Like,
yeah,
this
I would
is
have
like
been shitting my pants.
And he's so big. He's really tall. Like he's probably like not quite your height because you're
6'6".
Yeah, I think he's probably like 6'4", 6'5" maybe. And he's just larger than life in how he carries himself.
He's got a really
like,
big personality.
Yeah, and he is that way, like, you know, off camera.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice dude.
Yeah, and it was just surreal. I was like, this is fucking top. I was like, it was so cool. It was so nice of him to do it. I was super nervous, but yeah, dude, it was fun. And yeah, he gave great advice. He gave he was like super supportive of like, you know, younger comics and stuff. So yeah, dude, it was fucking great. And after it, I was just like praying to God the recording equipment didn't fuck up, or, like, to prove that it happened. 'Cause I was like, dude, yeah.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. I thought it was like an edit or something, but I was like, this is really happening. This is so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. No,
I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, man.
It's really cool.
It was a special little thing, and I'm kind of sad that like not everybody knows about Keckner and the younger generations. Like, yeah, he's not as well known. Although, The Office did have a major comeback when it went on Netflix, so younger people do know The Office.
Yeah, people my age like Anchorman. And
yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah, Anchorman. Yeah, he's had a couple of rough run-ins, unfortunately, with DUIs. He actually got one like a week after he did the podcast, and I thought maybe like that's what did it. Like fucking, that's a low point doing this show and then fucking getting a fucking podcast. Yeah, getting a DUI, but
that's a bummer.
But he's a good guy though. He's got a big family. He's got like 5 kids and good dad. Like I remember right before we did the podcast interview, he was like talking to his son about like, did you do your homework and like, you know. You going on a date this weekend? Like he was in touch with his kids.
Baby Kex,
dude. yeah. He's dialed in as a family man. So,
is there something going on with his jaw?
Yeah,
he
he kind of has like a weird, yeah. Where's Michael Snod? Yeah.
God, he's the best.
What? Yeah, I'm like blanking on all the Packer lines right now, but. Yeah, man. Have you had any like favorite celebrity interactions you've had with comics or like movie stars?
I haven't really interacted with anyone. I met Do you know who Anthony Fantano is?
No.
The internet's busiest music nerd. He's like a YouTuber, and he lives in Connecticut. He like reviews music.
Okay.
It's like his thing. But he is like definitely a public figure.
Oh, fuck yeah. So you met this guy?
I just saw him at the gym.
What'd you say to him?
I walked up to him. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm a big fan." And he had headphones on. I was like, "What are you listening to?" And
nice.
this was like 10 years ago. I was like, well, "Yeah, what are you listening to?" And he showed me, and it was a Death Grip song called Houdini. And I had tweeted lyrics to that song earlier that day.
Oh my
so
god!
I was like, "This is
Stars
like meant to
aligning.
be." You know?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like bother him at the gym. But eventually, I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. I think he'll appreciate it. You know?
Yeah.
Wasn't trying to annoy him. I was really passively like,
Yeah.
hey, man.
It's so hard. Like, what are you gonna say? You know?
Because it's happening all the time, and you don't want to just like be another ask the
Yeah.
same question or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
so.
I used to fantasize about celebrities I'd like to meet. I don't know. Is there anybody you'd really like to meet? Like an all-time.
I don't really care.
You
I
don't
don't know
really
because I
care?
feel like
No,
once
that's
you meet the
fine.
person, you kind of like detach yourself from their art a little bit. You know? Like,
Yeah. It is true. You lose a little bit of the magic once you meet them.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, fuck, he's just a guy.
So I don't know.
He's
I'll
not
leave
this
that up to
idea.
God. You know, whoever I meet. You know, especially
Yeah.
out here, you kind of see a lot of people who have like something going on. So
Yeah.
I met Shane Gillis like the second day I was out here at
Yeah.
Grove, where I'm going tonight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that was cool.
Any interaction there to just say what's up?
He gave me a water bottle.
Oh.
And I right when I walked in, I didn't even know he was gonna be there. I like was trying to move past the crowd, and like he shuffled past me, but I just like put my arm on him like to move him past me, and I was like, holy shit, that's Shane Gillis. And then like 5 seconds later, I'm like trying to go to the bathroom, and he's like standing outside, like kind of by the hallway.
He's trying not to be awkward. Like.
So I like was just like, I'm not even gonna say anything to him. I'm just gonna move by him. So I moved by, and then I went to open the door, and he like said something to me, and I was like, that he probably wasn't talking to me. I opened the door. There's just a comedian pissing in there. I'm like, oh my god! And he just kind of was like, what are you?
You
doing?
told him not to go in there?
Yeah, I think he was trying to.
not to
He
go
was
in there?
trying to tell me not to go in there.
Yeah.
But
You thought he wasn't talking to you.
yeah, I was like, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I was like, you know,
So he yeah.
trying not to be annoying, and I ended up being
gosh.
way more annoying.
It's so funny.
He wasn't like mean or anything.
Dude,
he was
honestly,
like really cool. He hung out with us after the show. Like
did?
you know
You
how
guys
we
hung
all
out?
just smoke after the show. So
Yeah.
he was just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
think the best thing to do around a celebrity is be awkward.
yeah.
The more awkward you can be, the more they'll loosen up. They'll be like, oh, like.
I will say I did say like after like as I was leaving, I was like, "Hey Shane, this is like my second day in New York." And and he was like, he like put his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, "Pretty crazy, right?"
Oh, that's nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
so it was like a nice like New York moment, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's good to
If
know
I
he's-
if I see anybody, I feel like I'll try not to bother them unless. I don't know. It depends. It depends on the situation, you know,
Yeah.
and like what. If it's just like somebody I know is famous, but I'm not like a fan of, you know,
Yeah.
and I feel like I wouldn't. I'd be like, hey, you're a guy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you're that guy from that thing
Mm-hmm.
or lady.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so I don't know. The one that stands out to me. I've said this before, but I kind of want to just tell you, but Russell Crowe, I met him. Yeah. Yeah. He's an interesting guy. Definitely.
What happened?
He did well. He didn't look the same as Gladiator.
Was this
He's
recent?
put out a few. This was 2019. It was in Asheville, North Carolina. It was my birthday, and my girlfriend at the time, she surprised me with the trip that we were going. We drove to Asheville, and he was there. He's a big metal guy. He loves metal, and he actually is a musician. Did you know Russell Crowe?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
At first, I thought
music.
you were talking about Russell Brand, and I was like, oh, where's this going?
No, not Russell Brand.
Russell
no.
Crowe. Russell Crowe's great.
Russell Crowe. Yeah, dude, I idolized him because Gladiator was the shit, and So we were just at this restaurant, and we didn't know what to do for the rest of the night. So we asked the waiter, and he said, "Well, you could go to the Gray Eagle. There's a rumor Russell Crowe's in town with his crew, and he's there to watch Slayer the band. Yeah. Apparently, it was their last North American tour, and so he was there to like watch them and stuff. So I was like, dude, we're fucking going to this place.
We're
like, I'm a celebrity whore, dude. I love seeing celebrities." And we walked in, and this was back when I was drinking still, so I was a little foggy. And we walked into like the lobby of this place, and it was pretty immediate. I saw this like big guy to my right, and he must have just been coming in from a smoke break. And I looked up, and I was like, "Holy fuck, it's him!" And I leaned in to shake his hand, and I didn't even hesitate. And I was like, "Sir, it's so nice to meet you. Gladiator inspired my whole life." And I was drunk. I thought that was a good line. And he looked at me, and then he looked at my girlfriend, and she was looking cute. Like, she had, like, this cocktail dress on or whatever. And he said, "She inspires me right now."
Oh, no. No way.
Yeah.
Did he whisper away from you?
Well, okay, so then he, like, just kind of, like, we had to buy tickets, and then he went back, and they were in the VIP roped-off area, like, behind where all the people standing watching the show were. And
you're talking to your girlfriend like, that guy's a fucking ass.
She was a little younger. She didn't like love. She wasn't like starstruck.
Yeah.
I was. Like, I didn't want to say anything. I was nervous.
So that's like the last thing he should have said to you.
Right.
But I'm such a big fan.
But she.
I want to fuck your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. I want to fuck your girl. And I was like, you can't.
He was like,
I was like, you can't. These are such better lines than anything ever. Fuck, dude. Yeah.
You should have been like, "Mr. Crow, please fuck my girlfriend."
No, I would have. I was like, you take her, dude. Let me on your jet, dude. I don't care. But like, basically,
I will traffic my girlfriend to you.
So he had like a bodyguard and like his posse or whatever, and she like. I don't know. She just knows that she could get away with this shit. So she went and talked to the bodyguard, and I was like saying, I was like, no, we shouldn't like bug him. Like, I don't know. It's Russell Crowe. I'm so nervous. And she talked to him, and he eventually came back over as the show was ending, and asked if we wanted a picture. So we got a selfie with the three of us, and
threesome.
And at first, with the selfie, he was like, it was just gonna be him and her, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be in it. She's like, get in the picture, you asshole.
He said that?
Get in the picture. I think he called me a dumbass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. It's his enormous head, and then the two of us. That's on my Instagram too. But yeah.
Oh shit,
dude. And that night, I remember like going to sleep and being like, because I had been drinking, I was like, I pray to God this wasn't a dream. Like, and when I woke up and I had the picture, I was like, yes, like that actually. Yeah, that was surreal to me. But. Yeah, that was that was probably my favorite one.
Any celebs in New York yet?
I don't know. Aziz Ansari. You've seen him before, right?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. I don't know. Like sometimes you ever just go to like the Olive Tree above the Comedy Cellar? Like
I still haven't been to the Comedy Cellar.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude.
I don't have any money to see the shows there, and I don't have.
No, I hear you.
Can you get in there just by being a comedian?
No, unfortunately. I mean, I've never tried. We should go, dude. We should be like,
I'm down.
We're comedians, dude.
I played that card so many times, and it works most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of the time they think you mean that you're on the show. I'm a comedian.
Right, exactly. But dude, the Olive Tree, I mean, you don't have to pay for the show to go up there. It's just were you a big fan of like, you know, all the comics that performed at the Comedy Cellar?
Yeah,
like,
of
so
course.
You know all that?
I know like
Yeah. Well, you'll see that in like a lot of documentaries or like Louis show or whatever, where they sit at the comedy table. So that comedy table is like right, you know, in the restaurant. Like you could just sit at the bar and just act chill. So yeah, you'll sit there and like Aziz walked by and I was like, oh fuck, it's Aziz.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I feel like we have a lot of brushes with that just by being comedians. You know, we're in the world.
Yeah, we belong. Yeah,
we're just like
we're
them.
The same.
Yeah, the same guys. I mean, we are. You know,
we
like
are.
they were us at one point.
Yeah.
You know?
Some people just assume you are like by like having shit on social media. So
exactly.
You know, whatever. Like, everybody's just fucking pretending.
Yeah, you pin the Coachner and you.
Yeah. I pinned it for legitimacy. That's why I did it.
Smart, dude. It was really smart. You got my ass.
Plus, I was just like, like, it was nothing. It was like 20-minute interview at a comedy club before a show, but. Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. So what else? Let me ask you some.
Yeah,
Oh, we're already at hour 30?
Yeah, we're killing it. We're killing. I know. I've been like looking at it, but you said they go like 2 hours, so I'm like, all right.
Oh, dude, I didn't realize. I thought we were like struggling to. Fill an hour.
The show is at 8 though.
What time is it now?
It's only it's like 7, so we're good.
Okay.
7:03, we're good.
Well, let's ask some fun questions.
Yeah.
What was your most awkward sexual experience?
I don't know if this
It's not on the paper.
really counts, but like I said, I grew up in a small town, and my mom was like mutual friends with the mother of some girl I went to high school with, who I wasn't really friends with. She was like a couple of years younger than me. Oh my God, should I say this? So I won't use any names, but so basically, this girl was babysitting my little brother because my mom didn't think I was going to be home.
Mm-hmm.
So I get home that night, and this girl who I know is just babysitting my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was kind of like hanging out upstairs, like talking to them for a little while,
How old were
Hey,
you guys at the time?
I was probably a senior in high school, I think.
And how old was the babysitter?
She was like a junior or sophomore, I think.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, well, you guys are doing your thing up here, you're babysitting, so, get your bag. I'm just going to be downstairs. I'm going to go hang out in my room like I normally would,
Yeah.
And then like an hour later, I'm just sitting in my bed, and I lived in the basement. I just heard her coming down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, what now? And she came in, and she was just like being really weird. She was like doing these like stretches and stuff because she was a cheerleader. She was like doing stretches, and then she started like taking her clothes off, dude. Just like without saying anything. She was just like, she just was like stretching, and then suddenly started taking clothes off.
You lucky
and then,
bastard.
No, she was like, and then she was like, oh my God, like, she was telling me about like her ex-boyfriend earlier, and she was like, we could do like some of the stuff that I was talking about, like I did with him. And this sounds crazy, but I was just like, this is weird. I was like,
dude, you didn't take advantage?
I didn't do anything. I was like,
what?
I was like, this is very strange. And like our moms were like mutual friends, and like, I don't know. She had like kind of a reputation for being kind of like grimy or whatever. I don't know what I had going on at the time. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I was like, maybe you should leave my room.
Oh no!
And
you said maybe you should leave.
And then I went upstairs, and I don't think it's sexy when people are just like overtly sexual toward you without like any kind of like build up,
Wow, what a good guy.
No, I went upstairs.
You're really good at foreplay, huh?
That's what I like. I like there to be like, if it's just like, okay, I'm gonna start sucking your dick now. It's kind of like, I don't know. It was just like really. It gave me a really It felt super forced and like very weird vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like cool and everything, but I don't know. And then I went back upstairs, and she was just like crying up there, and I was like, my friend invited me to a party, so I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry that this happened, but like,
well, how far did it go?
Like once she kind of started taking her clothes off, I was just
like, how much clothes came off?
On? She was down to like her underwear and her bra,
dude,
and was just like,
yeah, but you could have made a move.
Did I have to? It was just super like, she was like unprovoked, and I was just like,
that's like, maybe that's like a assault.
And I wasn't really like attracted to her either.
She wasn't that cute.
I mean, she's all right. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
She wasn't cute.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I don't know. I think I was like still in high school at the time too, so I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I wasn't able to just like go with things, but I don't know. I don't really have any regrets. It was just like, I just remember feeling like really awkward at the time, and just like, it does, now that I'm talking about it, it does kind of sound like a porn fantasy or something, like hooking up with the babysitter.
It does. I feel like
It was
a lot of
weird,
people
though.
would be like, wish that shit could happen to me.
How about you? Do you got any?
I don't really want to.
You just got it out of me, motherfucker.
I'm such an asshole. Okay. The first time I ever made love was probably pretty awkward.
You were like 25, you said, right?
I was 25.
Mhm.
Yes, this was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm sorry if you told this story like 100 times.
I
on
haven't.
This podcast. Oh, you haven't?
This will be
Okay.
the first time.
Really?
I lost my
Okay.
virginity.
Sexual intercourse.
Yeah. This is weird that my family is, I'm like thinking now if they hear this, it's like, it was so ingrained to not lose your virginity until you're married. So like.
You grew up really religious?
Yeah, very much so. So, but, I was living by myself in Charlotte, like, and I was on Tinder. So, like, Tinder, that was, like, how I would socialize. Like, dates were, like, it was nice if I met someone, but also I was like, dude, like, I want to make a friend here, I didn't have stand-up at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I made friends with this girl. Her name was Bunny, and shout out Bunny if she's listening.
Bunny the stripper.
It's not her real name.
She a stripper?
Met her at the
Was she a stripper or
met her at the
something?
Purple Flamingo strip club. No,
Oh.
she's not a stripper, but she was definitely like out there girl. Definitely like on the alt side of things. If a
Mhm.
girl dyed hair and goes to weird bars in Brooklyn, very Brooklyn type girl. And she had a daughter. And anyway, we kind of decided pretty early that like we were not going to be romantic. We were just going to be friends, and like nothing was going to happen. We just hang out occasionally, hang out at the park, whatever. And one night we, I think I got high and hadn't been high, and I didn't smoke a lot at the time, and nor do I now, because that would be bad. Just kidding. It's fine. But so we were just watching a movie, and we were laying on the floor, I remember, and we started making out. And it was like, oh, this is weird. Why are we making out? I don't know. And she knew I was a virgin, and she was like, all of a sudden, she was like, do you want to do it? And I was like, sure.
Yeah, of course.
And I was so nervous and clumsy, and
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we had like made out a little bit before,
Yeah.
like, it's just like going straight to sex, like,
Yeah.
with no.
I
Sorry.
mean, me not ever having it before, like it was like, I feel like the vibes were wholesome enough, fine enough.
Yeah.
We liked each other enough as friends, and like it wasn't anything I regretted. But yeah, definitely. I remember as soon as it started, I was like, holy shit. It was like McLovin. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's it. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, I should have said that.
Holy shit! At 25 too. That's kind of dope,
Yeah.
to like.
Well, I remember thinking that like it was weird that it felt really good, and then that like she felt good too simultaneously. I was
Mhm.
like, whoa, like it's
Whoa.
both of us.
It's like magic.
Yeah, because before that, it's all like on your own, like
Mhm.
or like doing other stuff. Like I had done other stuff, like everything but sex, like as we always would say, you could do everything but. Yeah, and I remember
Everything but the butt.
everything but the butt. Yeah, and then I remember, it fucking ended in 30 seconds.
Nice.
Very short.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of build up to that moment in your life. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And then I felt horribly guilty.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the next day I remember I saw the movie Boyhood. Have you
Yeah.
seen Boyhood?
Yeah, I
I
have.
watched that movie and I felt
The next
awful.
day?
Yeah, I was in
Oh
the
my
theater by
God.
myself watching Boyhood, and I felt like, wow, I lost my innocence. I'm a sinner. Didn't like it.
Why? Well, why? When does he have sex in that? He has sex in college in that movie. Right?
Oh, well, nothing to do with the movie. It was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
just about I felt guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, sexual guilt, man. It's a fucking thing. Yeah. I have zero guilt now, but yeah.
Well, you should feel guilty because you don't eat women out.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah.
I'm never gonna let that go.
Yeah, I know.
We talked about it on the other podcast.
Yeah, you gotta
it blows
check,
my mind.
You got to check out the podcast with Yes Offense. There's a great
Mhm.
episode. I think it's good. We had fun.
Yeah.
That episode's vibe is totally different. This is more of an interview type
Yeah.
show.
This is way more chill.
This is definitely.
We were all kind of yelling
and,
over each other.
probably less funny, but was trying to be.
No, this is
interesting,
good. This is really good.
but yeah, not eating women out. You like to do that, right?
Yeah.
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 I
don't
like
know.
to do it. I just, Yeah.
It's like you were saying though. It's like a shared thing. You
Yeah.
know? It's like
For sure.
I like to give pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
For
I don't know. I feel like most women, like a lot of people say this now, is like a lot of women don't really get anything from like penetrative sex. So you gotta kind of do a little.
I
You gotta work a
suppose.
little harder.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the times that I had it's been a minute actually, but it's kind of just like passionate kissing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's just like in the moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like passionate, then it's like I don't know. It like can progress to sex relatively.
Yeah, of course. I don't think you have to
relatively-
do it every time.
relatively quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's just kind of how it had happened for me for a while. But like I you know, since doing a little like vetting and surveying of the comedy scene of like, because I would do that and I'd ask and be like, everybody seems to like do it. Everybody I've asked. Like so I'm like, I'm clearly, you know, odd man out on that part of the process. That's like common courtesy.
I just like getting my dick sucked, and I feel like it's the same thing. You know?
Yeah,
It's like,
for sure. I do too. Yeah. Well, fuck.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to
I
play.
just-
We already did this
I
last
just
time.
no,
I
no.
feel
I
like
just said it like, like yeah, obviously, of course, like
you gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta go down there.
yeah. No,
You know?
I'm happy to.
But I get it. Like every time, it's not necessary. You know, just something you just gotta roll with it. You know,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's nice to feel her reaction and stuff, and kind of move with that.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, she's
you know,
into it. Yeah.
Sexual boner.
Sexual healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was question one.
Oh.
These aren't nearly as good as that one. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to dating. Are you dating? No. Here's a question. What's your ideal woman?
I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. You know, I don't really have like a checklist or something of like things.
Okay.
Just like don't be mean.
Do you want to be
me.
super short? Do you want to be like way shorter than you?
I feel like that has been a lot of my.
Yeah.
Has just been like little gremlin girls. You know,
Was the baby
they were
short?
just like you know, and then I'm like, oh,
That's
you
what
know?
they do.
Yeah, they're little gremlins.
Little gremlins.
Little troll women.
Yeah. That's
No, I had a girlfriend that was like 6 foot also.
tight.
So
I'd fuck with a tall girl. I'd like a
Yeah.
tall girl. Yeah.
yeah,
I like tall girls because what I really like is if they're insecure about being tall.
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you know, I'll be like, no,
I understand you.
I
Yeah.
love how tall you are. I think it's great.
That's gotta be a lot of responsibility as a woman, you know, because if you're like taller than like most men, and you know
Yeah.
you're always kind of making people shrivel up. Because like that's kind of how I feel, because I'm like ridiculously tall, you know, to the point
Yeah.
where it's not like sexy or anything, and it's just like
You feel insecure about being too tall ever?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, definitely. I feel like
Wow.
I make a lot of, especially other men, very insecure.
Really?
You know, because I feel like a lot of the time people say that
That's
and like
crazy.
their stand up and say, you know, they're like, oh, I wish I
I
was
guess I'm tall
taller.
too, so I
you
don't
know?
feel the.
It's like a thing that I don't have to think about, you know, like
Yeah.
being tall enough or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like I have. Like, I don't know. I don't like to talk about it on stage or anything.
About being tall.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like,
You know,
leave it alone.
it's an interesting insecurity because it's totally real. I know my cousin. So I like to brag about him because he's a basketball player, or he
Mm.
was. He played for University of Michigan.
Oh,
He's 7'1",
damn.
and now he works at an office.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like, how do you
Huh.
make that switch? You know, like.
That's so tall.
Yeah. So everybody, it's the first thing they ask, you know?
Every
It's
time I
like-
see somebody that's taller than me, I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa. you know?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, people are like, you know, sick of, you know, he's sick of people asking him. But yeah, looking at
Yeah.
the clock, we gotta wrap,
You
huh?
want to dismount?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Hour 49. Wow. We've been fucking
I still
running
they
it.
always go 2 hours. Yeah,
No,
this
it's
was
not
good.
too high.
You
Yeah,
had
it's
fun,
good.
right?
It's good.
This
We're
was
having a
int-
good
this-
conversation.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for doing it. It's fucking
course,
awesome.
of course.
You're
Thanks for having me.
hilarious. Check Ryan out, and ignore what I said on the other podcast episode if you listen to it, because we called you gay.
Oh yeah, I was the
like, I
butt of a lot of
hate you. I
jokes.
fucking hate you, dude.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, no, no, that episode was great.
Yeah.
But anything you want to shout out or anything before we go and you roast Tomaselli's ass?
Kochner, hit me up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
And Russell Crowe, please fuck my girlfriend.
Oh my god. Yeah. But social wise, is it what? I'll tag your stuff, but
I think by the time this airs, I won't really have anything going on. I'll be just follow me if you want at Mayan Ryan on Instagram, like the Mayans, all one word.
You got a YouTube channel?
YouTube. I don't have any content.
You got a TikTok?
Come see it live, baby.
Come see it live.
See it
Live
live
a little.
in the
Put your
flesh.
phones down.
I don't bite. Come and hang out. I don't have anything.
And if you're a gremlin woman, hit him up.
Yeah.
If you're a little troll lady, single.
Yeah, come out of your lair.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thanks for doing this, man.
Of course.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Appreciate you, David.
All right. See you next time.
Once that deal is done. Once that deal is done. Ain't got no more boats to run. Once that deal is done.